I hear people all the time comparing having a will or an estate plan to a prenuptial agreement, and it's like comparing apples to oranges. The two are absolutely not the same, but people will say the same stuff. Like basically, if you don't have a plan, the state has one for you. And it's true, both in the case of an estate plan and a divorce, but it's only a problem in as much as you don't like exactly what that state's plan is. And in a lot of ways, I think most people don't like how states handle estate planning when they don't take matters into their own hands, especially if they have unique assets or a lot of wealth. And it's definitely worth talking to an estate planning attorney. But on the other hand, a prenuptial agreement is a totally different ballgame. And a lot of people go into it sort of blindly thinking that, if they don't take it out of the state's hand, that something bad is going to happen to them. But in general, what I've found is that these prenuptial agreements are way more restrictive than what the state would allow, often preventing women from access to spousal support, to division of the retirement or the real estate, to business ventures and those kinds of things that were started during the marriage. Separate property earned before marriage, is usually protected under the law anyway. So even if he's independently wealthy or he's already has some business success, that kind of stuff is going to be protected. It's more about what you built during the marriage that's going to be divided in a prenuptial agreement. And it's just important to know how your state handles it before you go in blindly to negotiating a prenuptial agreement just because the patriarchy says that you should have one. Remember, the patriarchy is not looking out for you. And if you have a prenuptial agreement that has one good provision, say they put some money into a savings account based on you're not working or staying home with the kids or whatever, one provision, it doesn't make a good agreement. It doesn't mean that you're going to walk away with the same amount that the state would have awarded you if you didn't have a prenuptial agreement. So negotiate one if you want. If it's important to you or whatever, go ahead, but make sure you know what the state allows. Make sure you know what it would actually look like in divorce so you're not negotiating against yourself and putting yourself, your future self, in a dangerous position.